happy Monday and welcome to the Digital Weather Desk powered by CenturyNext Bank. Visit cnext.bank for more from the exclusive banking partner of the Digital Weather Desk. I'm Jared Floyd, and boy, the rain has really underperformed across the area. In fact, for a good chunk of the region, it's been a big swing and miss in terms of the rainfall. It's a bummer. That's sometimes how the cards are dealt to us. Take a look at the visible satellite this afternoon as we start to lose daylight on this Monday, and you can see the expansive cloud cover, which has been present for much of the day. We've seen some clearing and some sunshine, especially for the southern counties and parishes, but it has not yielded a lot of rainfall. There's still a window of opportunity for some scattered stuff, and there's a lot of shallow, light rainfall across the region as well, but in terms of sustained significant rain, it has not really happened across our region today. All radar products brought to you by Brown's Roofing, the exclusive roofing partner of the Digital Weather Desk, and where we've seen the rain, it has been generally the Mississippi Valley. For folks across Chico County and Washington County and Arkansas and Mississippi, down the Mississippi River through East Carroll Parish, Madison, Tensas parishes. And again, most of what we've seen today has been fairly isolated to scattered. And really the lion's share of the rain today gobbled up by our neighbors across Mississippi and eastern Mississippi, specifically from Columbus down toward Meridian and even to Hattiesburg. And the rain set up earlier in the day even farther westward than that. Jackson down I-55 and has just moved eastward as we've gone through the day. As this trough has moved inland, we've had at least a few convective or thunderstorm-like features or banding features that have really kind of gobbled up most of the moisture and has surged that eastward through the day. So again, most of what we've seen rain-wise has been very, very light. Most of us not even seeing measurable rainfall unless you move farther east along the Mississippi Valley, where we've seen a quarter of an inch of rain in some spots, third of an inch of rain in other locations. But again, pretty lackluster, all things considered. And if you joined me midday, I was already kind of having some skepticism midday, and that skepticism has grown even more clearly as we've gone into the evening. Futurecast shows the potential for maybe some scattered showers and storms tomorrow. I think perhaps even a slightly better chance than what's being advertised here, but generally speaking, if you missed out on the rain today, this was your best chance. Cold front will move through on Wednesday. We could scour out a fleeting shower or storm in the southern counties and parishes as we head through the day on Wednesday, but we will be focusing on the drier air punching in as we head late Wednesday and into the second half of the week. Temperatures have been limited in many spots in the low to mid-80s. I don't think folks are really complaining about the cloud cover all that much because it kept us out of the 90s in most spots. We did see some late sunshine, 87 in Winfield and St. Joseph, 85 in Jena, 84 in Monroe, upper 70s across much of southern Arkansas. Dew points are pretty uncomfortable, especially for October. You really don't want to see dew points in the low to mid-70s, but that's where they are right at the 5 o'clock hour. Check the satellite radar composite shows that trough of low pressure moving inland. Meanwhile, we have a cold front approaching from the northwest. Those two features work together to maybe help scour out some showers and storms tomorrow, but most of it, again, pretty limited, especially considering this trough of low pressure is likely to kind of wash out across the region. In the mid-levels of the atmosphere, what you're seeing is a little bit more subtle. And again, what we're seeing at the surface trough-wise and what you see in the mid-levels of the atmosphere oftentimes look very, very different. But what we're really seeing is a change in the overall upper-level pattern. And a look at Futurecast shows as we go through the daytime hours on Wednesday, we start to work our next cold front through the region. And that is really indicated by Sunday evening. You can see that kind of conveyor belt of moisture and then also some drier air punching into the region as we go through the daytime hours on Wednesday. By late this week, you start to see a pretty pronounced pattern change where the upper level pattern is now more northerly and northwesterly across the area. That's going to start pulling in some drier air across the region. So we get to enjoy that for the second half of this week. By the upcoming weekend, that high-pressure ridge starts to move back out over our area, and so instead of filtering in some slightly cooler, drier air into the area, we start to get more of the westerly and southwesterlies, which probably pushes temperatures back up into the upper 80s for the upcoming weekend, or at least by the end of the weekend and into early next week. But lower humidity values to fall to in the short term. That's probably the plus side overall in the forecast. Lows tonight, low 70s, upper 60s for some. Again, lingering rain and storms are not out of the question, especially early, but I have dropped the rain chances overnight to 20%. Womp womp. Daytime highs tomorrow back in the upper end of the 80s. Again, rain chances have dropped down to 30% through the course of the day. It will be a warm afternoon. Again, cold front doesn't move through till Wednesday, so as we get some sunshine back in across the area tomorrow, it will be noticeably warmer. Could scour out a stray shower or storm on Wednesday. Afternoon highs fall back into the low to mid 80s Thursday, Friday, Saturday, but you see that warming trend perhaps into the upper 80s by the end of the weekend and the first of next week. Morning lows will be very, very comfortable. Upper 50s to low 60s for many areas for the second half of this week as well. So the cold front, while it doesn't necessarily bring a lot of significant rainfall, does bring some welcome changes overall to the area. A reminder, the Digital Weather Desk, powered by Century Next Banks, the digital weather platform serving 33 parishes and counties across northern Louisiana, southern Arkansas, and western Mississippi. It is made 100% free to you by the local businesses that you see there on your screen. And you play your role by following us on your favorite social media platforms, liking, commenting, and sharing on the content that we produce, and then support our local business partners when you can, if you can. Quick updates as we get ready to split on this Friday evening. I do have, or Monday evening. Jeez, wish it was Friday. It's been a weird day here at the Digital Weather Desk. I've been trying to do some behind-the-scenes tweaks. None of that has worked today, so I felt like I lost the entire afternoon. Working hard, just nothing successful yet. But some updates real quick. I did get the Android test version of the upcoming weather app. It looks good as well, so we are getting closer. We have both test versions in our hands, getting to look at them, roll through them, make sure that everything looks right and kind of plays right. We will continue to provide more updates as we get them, but I'm hoping in the next 10 days to 2 weeks, maybe we can have an app ready for you. Again, a lot of that is out of my control, but as soon as I know more, I will let you know more. Also, if you didn't catch the notice earlier, we will be kind of unlimited content and limited information, forecast information and stuff like that by Tuesday and Wednesday of next week. The Digital Weather Desk / the Floyd household will be undergoing a generator installation just to make sure that we can continue to provide weather information during breaking weather. So that's a very important upgrade that's going to be performed here next week. So I'll keep you updated on that as well. Hopefully it'll just be Tuesday, Wednesday that we're going to be out of pocket. Hopefully it doesn't take any longer than that. But if it does, I will certainly let you know. You can always, even in the meantime, next week, if forecast information is a little bit limited, you can always just go to digitalweatherdesk.com. That will still be active and rolling, and you can get your information there. That does it for this Monday. I'll keep an eye on the radar just to make sure nothing crazy pops up here in the short term. There's one last look at it as activity continues to move off to the east. No severe weather expected, but some brief downpours could be had along the Mississippi Valley over the next hour or two, and we'll keep an eye on progress as we go through the rest of the night. I'll join you first thing tomorrow morning. Your fishing game comes out here in a couple of hours, right around the time the Cubs throw first pitch today. Boy, they need a win, and I'll catch you here first thing tomorrow morning. Thanks.